Okay, we're going to be looking at my M4177 Crosman multi-pump air rifle. Okay, you can see it looks a little different than the when you pick it up at the store. I've got a custom paint job on it. Kind of went with a desert camo pattern here. The scope, this is just a kind of a cheap BSA air rifle scope. And the pattern on that actually is a little different than the rest of the gun. It's because I took it off a different air gun, switched the scopes, so it doesn't exactly match this pattern, but you know, it does the trick. Just gonna show you all of it here. I do have a BSA laser on the end. I don't normally use the little wire that runs off here with the pressure switch just because it gets in the way, especially of the pump action. So I keep that off there. But it works pretty well, that laser. Some of the other features on this gun. This is the clip or magazine, holds 5 pellets. This is actually just a kind of a false mag. It's really just used for storage. You can store spare clips in there, spare mags. Holds 2. There's room for 2 in there. It's just foam. I actually keep this out when I'm using it because I mean, you can store these little things in your pocket. You don't need this piece here to store it. It just kind of gets in the way. Without it being there, it's nice and flush, so if you want to kind of lay it on something like that, you can rest it there, especially when sighting in. It's just not needed for the functioning of the gun, so I usually keep it out, but it does look tactical if you leave it in. This is where you cock it. I think I've actually just cocked it now. So we'll be safe, we'll put the safety on. Let me see if that loaded chambered around here. You just push the mag through. Yeah, it looks like we chambered around, so we'll just leave the safety on because I think it's got a couple pumps in it. Again, safety's right here, so that's on. As far as the little Tippmann buttstock, you just push this button, or I'm sorry, push this lever, and it extends. For storage, for little people, you can keep that up. This is a really nice rifle, actually. I was kind of hesitant to get one when they first came out because it had that kind of scary assault rifle look to it, and I don't want to draw undue attention just with an air rifle. But it's pretty cheap. It's only like 70 bucks, 80 bucks, so I figured I'd give it a try. And the ergonomics of it are great. I just really like it. It's got a nice full feel to it. I like the grip. I mean, it's obviously modeled after the M4, so it's going to have that nice modern ergonomic feel to it. It's pretty accurate. It shoots about 530 feet per second. I think they advertise up to 600 with pellets, but I've only got it to 530 feet per second on 10 pumps with 177 Crosman hollow points. The trigger, when you first buy this gun, the trigger's pretty bad. It's got a really long let up to it. It's just bad. Fortunately, there is a mod you can do to it. There's a video by Maccabee Speed, I think his name is, on YouTube, and he shows how to disassemble the side casing. There's all these screws here, and you just take this whole side casing off, and you can get into the trigger mechanism. Now he, for some reason, doesn't really show how to actually lighten the trigger pull, but there are other mods. If you look for the M4177 trigger mod, you'll find some other videos. And essentially there's just a little spring in there for the trigger, and you just have to bend one of the tines a certain way, and that'll effectively lighten the trigger pull. So this actually has a really nice sensitive trigger pull to it, which helps for accuracy. So based on everything else, you know, it's got a nice trigger, nice ergonomics, it's accurate. Yeah, it's not very powerful. It's only you know, 530 feet per second, which is not that great for a rifle because I have pistols that shoot faster than that. But you know, it's got all these lever rails. Got one up here for the scope, one up here for the laser. Then on the bottom it's got one. These bottom ones you can't really use because this one especially, it gets in the way of the pump arm. But you could always put a tripod here if you wanted. So it's lightweight as well, since it is just mostly plastic. It has two metal bars right here in the handle, and I've actually taken one of them out. You can take both out when you take off the side casing if you want, and it'll be a lot lighter. I think it's about a half a pound or something, or a pound of steel. It's just to weight it down. But I found that if you keep at least one, it gives it a lot more, the balance is better, and it makes it feel a little more realistic. Take them both out, it's lighter, but it's going to be feel real plasticky and cheap. So I think that just taking one of them out helps to give it a better, to lighten it up, but still maintain the balance and feel of it. So that is pretty much it. I just wanted you to kind of take a look at you know, the M4177 and see the mods I've done to it and see what's possible with it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.